All right, guys, what is up? It is your boy, Deluxe Man, and we are live for my WWE RAW review for July 13th of 2015. My birthday is this Friday, the 17th of July, and yes, I will be going to see Ant-Man. Those of you who care to hear me say that, I doubt some of you are even fans of Marvel. Actually, no. I'm pretty sure a majority of wrestling fans like comic books too, because it would make sense in action movies. And some of you are going to go see Ant-Man this Friday along with me. So, well, not with me, but that same day when it comes out. But yeah, don't really have any other plans for my birthday as of right now. That might change when it comes to the day of, which is only a few days away. So we'll see what happens. Anyways, this is your boy Deluxe Man, guys. Comment down below as people filter in about your thoughts. That happened tonight on Raw, how you felt about the show, the people that debuted. We got some new people coming to Raw tonight. And, you know, it was the very last Raw before Battleground. Tomorrow, if not in the afternoon, the evening for sure, but tomorrow, I will be doing another live video, but it will be for Battleground. And in that video, I will also be doing a Q&A. So it will be a Battleground preview / prediction / Q&A where I ask, well, not, I don't ask, I answer, where you ask me questions about the show and I answer them for a good, I'm going to see if I can get it to a good hour or so. It might even just go half an hour. It depends on how well the actual thing goes. But yes, tomorrow there will be another live show in the evening or afternoon, whenever I can do it, for Battleground. So look for that. Before we get into this show, as always, like me on Facebook, subscribe and like my videos here, as well as my live reviews. And as always, donate to my Patreon. I have a new microphone. Those of you who do not know yet, I'm going to show it to you right now. Boom, look at that, baby. It is a Blue Yeti USB microphone. New edition, by the way. It looks really good. So I hope you guys like it, and I love it. It sounds great. I already created a new channel, by the way, for movies, because I'm going to make good use of this baby. So those of you who like movies, by the way, and I also have a pop filter. Look at that. Those of you who like movies and like to hear me talk about movies, I have a second, no, actually, it's a third channel now. My second channel is for mashups, which are back, by the way. I uploaded a new mashup, Kevin Owens and Vince McMahon. Is up on Deluxe Man V2. But I have a third channel, 3 channels, holy crap, you know, for movies now. So if you want to hear me talk about movies, subscribe to Alyx Movie Reviews. I am simply Alyx on that channel. It's not Deluxe Man. Deluxe Man is a wrestling personality, okay? He doesn't talk about movies. He talks about wrestling. Alyx, however, would love to talk about movies. So if you want to hear me talk about movies, go to that channel. So I just gave you a lot of crap. I hope you got all of that. Facebook, YouTube, Patreon, Alyx's movie channel, Deluxe Man V2 for mashups. And I'm going to stop right there, and I'm going to get right into the review from Monday Night Raw. So good show. Good show. I felt like a lot of good things happened. The first hour, of course, was the weakest, but the last 2 hours were boom, just great. A lot of great things happened. It was just really, really well done. And props to everyone involved. Got some good wrestling, got some surprising segments, and an ending that will have a rant. And it's not really a big deal somewhat. It's just something that really just ticks me off from a storyline standpoint, and it just makes no sense, and it's stupid. It hurts people, and it hurts the characters. But I'll get to that in a second, all right? So we have enough people. Let's go ahead and get started with my review. We kick off the show. Let me pull up my script. Yes, I do use a script, but unlike wrestlers in WWE, I don't always follow it, okay? I don't follow the script word by word, letter by letter. I use the script as a way to guide me to stay on track, because I do get off track a little bit, just a little bit, but I have notes to keep myself on track, and that's what the script is. We kick things off with Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar. I'm telling you something, man. Payman? Payman. Hashtag botches. You know what? I should be on Botchamania with how much I botch in my live reviews. But Paul Heyman has the crowd eating out of the palm of his hands with everything he says. We repeat his opening, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar. It's really, really awesome, man. But they also have, you know, the car that Brock Lesnar wrecked. They actually brought it out on stage, and it was just there to, I guess, you know, build up to the match. It's almost like WWE is showing us the car to go, see, build up, guys. It's build up. See, we can build up storylines. Storyline. It's a car. Lesnar broke it. Here. He's gonna be Seth Rollins storyline. See. You know, I don't know why they do that. It's just, hey, he broke the car. Okay, great. It's over. It's done. It's done. But Heyman just sells the audience on why you should watch Lesnar and Rollins. And you know what? He's the best at it. You know, he tells the audience that Lesnar will walk in the challenger. Very rare that Lesnar walks in the challenger, but he will walk in the challenger and walk out the reigning, defending, undisputed WWE, blah, 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 you know. And then Rollins and Kane come out and interrupt Paul Heyman. You bastards have a major death wish for interrupting Paul Heyman. Don't you ever do that again. Otherwise, I will personally slap you myself. I hope they're not watching. I hope neither of them are watching. Otherwise, I will be dead tomorrow. But no, interrupting Paul Heyman is a deadly sin. It's a deadly sin. Damn it. But, you know, he calls out Lesnar, says that he's a coward for destroying a car and not attacking him. And then Lesnar has one of the lines of the night saying, how's about I take you to Suplex City tonight, bitch? I was like, yeah. How's about I take you to Suplex City tonight, bitch? It was like, yes. It was awesome. And even Heyman's line to Kane, because Kane's all like, as the director of operations, I am going to bring order to this business. I don't know what that was. It's just, well, brown nose or whatever. And then Heyman calls Kane Undertaker's baby brother. And I was like, ha! That's right! Baby brother, bitch! Baby brother, bitch! Hashtag baby brother, bitch. Sorry. But it was great. I just love that. And then they announced a contract signing. Woo, we all know how that's going to go. And if Rollins threatens to attack Lesnar, he has the right to beat him up. And, you know, I just love how Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar just do whatever the hell they want and get away with it. It's just awesome. You have to think that the business suits backstage are just furious with Heyman and Lesnar, but they can't do anything about it because they know if they fire or punish Lesnar, he will leave them. And they need Heyman and Lesnar, so they get away with a lot of stuff. And I love it. I love how much they must be pissing off the suits. And you know what? Good. Fuck them. Fuck the suits. Serious, man. Screw them. Man, they put all these rules on the product, make it boring, make it unfun. I hope someone, you know what? I hope more people come out like Lesnar and Heyman and break their rules and make good TV out of it. To show them, you know what? Screw your freaking relegations and formulaic crap. That's what I hope they do. And that was the opening segment. I liked it. And then we got a random ass tag match with Randy Orton, Ryback, Big Show, and Sheamus. Average match. Yes, it's about as average as you would think it sounds. Okay? You know, Randy Orton, Ryback, Big Show, and Sheamus. Yeah, it's average. Trust me. Not much to talk about, man. I mean, the highlights for Miz on commentary. Hilarious as always. He's hilarious to me because he's obnoxious. The more obnoxious he is, the more funny he is to me, honestly. Orton's antics, of course. Orton did this thing where he was outside and, how do I put this? He was like overselling. Like, I think he got knocked down. He went to the outside and then he just was hitting the air, and then he fell down, and I was okay. And then he what did he do? It was like Sheamus was trying to do Batista's little taunt that he used to do, and Orton was mocking him. That's what he did. And it was hilarious. And it was just like, what the heck? He's just way too amped tonight. But I will say this. I'm happy he brought back the drop kick. Randy Orton used to have the best drop kick in the business. I am not joking you. A beautiful drop kick. I am so happy he brought that back. And then Ryback. I like how Ryback is adding more moves to his moveset. He did a dive on the outside, did the whole splash and stuff. And I hope he continues to do it. I think it's helping his character and him. It's helping him in his matches. That's what I was getting ready to say, But yeah, I hope he continues doing that. It's good for him and him as champion. But Ryback and Orton win. Shocker. Let me ask you this, and I want you guys to answer this down below in the comment section. How do you feel about Sheamus as Money in the Bank, as Mr. Money in the Bank? Because I think, honestly, he has to be one of the most forgettable, uninteresting holders of that Money in the Bank contract. I am serious. He is like, he's not even on the freaking radar. He's not. I just don't care. Sheamus as Mr. Money in the Bank is so forgettable. He's so like uninteresting, unimportant that sometimes I forgot he was Mr. Money in the Bank. I forget. At times I forget, man. It's bad. It's really, really bad with him. But let me know how you feel about him down below. I'd love to read your comments on that one. Then we got to Ambrose versus Bray Wyatt, which never happened. Roman Reigns assaults Bray Wyatt during his entrance before the match, and then Bray Wyatt uses a lantern on him. I mean, Reigns beats the hell out of Wyatt, by the way. He beats the hell out of him. But, eventually Wyatt uses a lantern on Reigns, and yeah, he gets away. But that's all they did for Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt going into their match. It's not a badly booked feud, but it's one of those things where it's like you could have done so much more with it. I hope they continue this feud going into SummerSlam because there's so much room. There's so much more you can do with this feud. But knowing them, it will be a blow-off feud, and then Bray Wyatt will go back to being nobody. Because they're stupid. But we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. All right, so that was the first hour. Like I said, not much to talk about. It was whatever. And then we get to the second hour. We kick things off with a Stephanie McMahon and Bella Twins. Is Brie and Nikki. Bella Twin promo. Nikki comes out, brags about her 234-day reign and how she runs the division as the Total Diva. Let me tell you something, okay? The Total Diva is owned by Dana Brooks. No, you're not a Total Diva. Dana Brooke is a Total Diva because she had it first. Damn it. I don't really care. And then Stephanie interrupts her talking about, no, I run this. I run the division. And you know what? I am sick of there being little competition. It's about time that the divas, that the women in wrestling start mattering. In an age where people like Ronda Rousey and others are taking charge in the world of sports, we have to take over. And I'm sitting there and going, of course it's Stephanie. Of course Stephanie would be the one to say all this. I mean, she wasn't saying it before. Like, before this night, Stephanie didn't give a damn. Like, a damn about the divas, about women. It's kind of like, oh, so now you care. So after we've begged and screamed and moaned, oh, Stephanie, where were you at? Why aren't you protecting the divas? Now you want to be the one to facilitate this revolution? But of course, you know what? Not even mad at her. You know what, Stephanie? I am going to say this. Thank you for finally listening to the freaking audience. Because, guys, this segment went from, like, good to great to awesome in a matter of minutes. Listen to me. So, Stephanie preaches about a diva revolution. And then she introduces Paige. She comes out to a good pop. And then she calls out Becky Lynch from NXT, and that crowd was like, oh my God, Becky Lynch is here. Awesome. And then she really, really plays up this one. She talks about how this woman is the daughter of a legend, a legacy, and does things with a flair, and then brings out Charlotte. And she got a massive pop. And I was like, yeah, that's awesome. And so Charlotte and Becky Lynch get into the ring and they hug Paige. It's really awesome. They just hug Paige. And you know the Bella girls. I don't know what to call their team. Bella Twins and Alicia Fox, the Bella girls. Let's go with that. Let's go with the Bella girls. Team Bella girls. They were all like, psh, they ain't nothing. And then Naomi and freaking Tamina come out. And she's all like, you know what? I'm taking my TV time because I'm a thug. Thug life. Rep. West Side. I don't know. She's from the Southwest. I'm amped up right now. I'm sorry. What was I saying? Yes. Naomi comes out. She talks about how, I'm taking my spot. I'm tired of being overlooked. And Stephanie's like, you should be. Because I know someone who's also where you are. And then she brings out the boss, Sasha Banks. She was awesome. And then we have 3 girls over here, the Total Diva girls, the Bella girls, Nikki, Brie, and Alicia. We have Charlotte, Paige, and freaking Becky Lynch. And then we got Sasha, Naomi, and Tamina. And I said in my mind, you know what I want to see? I want to see a Divas trio tournament. They should do that. A Divas trio tournament. They do that and I will lose it. That would be awesome. That's just in my mind. It's just like, oh my God, they won't do it, but I wish they would. But anyways, they just brawl afterwards. They just fight and it's chaotic. It's mayhem, but it's awesome. They all get their moves in. We see Charlotte do the figure 8. We see Becky Lynch do her arm bar. Paige does her PTO. Bellas do their finishing moves. Naomi does her kick. Tamina does her super kick. It was just chaos. It was great. It was fabulous. And then it ends with a trifecta submission. We have the figure 8 on one of the girls from Nikki's team. And then we have armbar. And then we have the bank statement. Like the NXT girls just really ran wreck shop over Nikki, Brie, and Alicia Fox. And it was glorious. It was a great sight. And you know what, man? I loved it. It was a greatly produced segment. That's how you inject some interest into your division. My God, this is what I've been waiting for, man. And some people are being negative because they're like, well, it's the main roster. They're going to screw it up. You know what? I get where you're coming from, but this is a point in time where, you know what? We got to be positive about something, all right? If you're so negative and you can enjoy wrestling, there's no point in watching it. I'm not saying you should stop watching it. I'm not going to tell you that. But how can you watch wrestling with such a negative mentality all the freaking time? You got to have some kind of positivity at some point. And you know what? I am positive, I am hopeful, and I am excited. And I am hoping that this means good things to come for the Divas division. You don't have all of them because you still got Bailey down in NXT. You got Becky already. But you got Bailey and others down in NXT, but you got a lot of great female wrestlers. It's not hard to book this division correctly. It's really not that hard, man. Think about this, guys. We can do Sasha Banks and Charlotte. We got Becky and Paige. You got Paige and Sasha Banks. You can do freaking Nikki. You know what? Nikki has opponents now, so maybe she can create good matches. Nikki and freaking Sasha Banks. You can do Naomi and Charlotte. My God, it's all right there. I'm excited. This was the highlight of the show for me. The women, in my personal opinion, stole the show. They stole the show. We had other great stuff on the show, but these women were the highlight to me. This was the highlight. And I'm hoping for great stuff to come. So let me know down below how you feel about that. And then the rest, the next 2 things obviously were freaking cool down segments. We got the New Day, which are really starting to grow on me. Kofi Kingston is getting more goofy, more ridiculous, more out there as the weeks go by, and I'm loving it. It's great. Xavier Woods is showing us what kind of a good spokesman he is. And you know what? Big E is he's just fun. The New Day is just a fun tag team to hate. I just like the New Day. I just like booing them. I like hating them. I like seeing them get beat up. And I'm scared that they become too likable, they'll turn them face again. No, keep them as heels and let us hate them. It's great when you let us hate them. And then the primetime players come out, and they have Mark Henry as a partner. So Mark Henry is a face again for now. Primetime players and Mark Henry win the tag team championships. No, they don't. They win the tag team match. They can't win the tag team championship. The 3 people. They win the tag match. Tag team championships is this Sunday. Watch the preview tomorrow. Jesus Christ, it was a cool-down match. And then we got freaking King Barrett versus R-Truth again. Why is this still going on? Why? Do you care? I don't care. R-Truth pins King Barrett, brings back King What's Up, and then at the pay-per-view, they're going to compete over the crown. I am not kidding you. The King of the Ring crown is being competed over at the pay-per-view. I'll get more into that tomorrow. All right. So the next thing I feel like really showed me something when it comes to the United States Championship. And what that is, I now feel like the United States Championship might mean a lot more and might be more important in WWE than the World Heavyweight Championship. That's a scary thought, but I truly and honestly believe that. I'll get more into that in a second. Right now, I'm going to read your comments because I almost didn't, because I need to read what you guys have to say, see if you guys answered my question about Sheamus and, you know, other stuff. But I want to interact with you guys. I always do this for my reviews. I just love doing this. Let's see. Best Raw in the year so far. Wouldn't say that. I still think the best Raw was the Raw after WrestleMania, but this was a good Raw. No, good Raw, can't complain. A lot of good stuff happened, and the reason why people say it might be the best is because we've gotten so many average, boring Raws. To get a good one, it's like, oh my God, it's good, you know. But yeah, did you know Xavier Woods has a YouTube gaming channel called Up, Up, Down, Down? He does? Well then, I need to check that out. But I didn't know, but thanks for telling me about it. Why didn't they just have a fatal 4-way for the U.S. Championship at Battleground? Well, they still have to finish the feud between Kevin Owens and John Cena. Here's my thing. It's always good to have opponents, to have people in that division. But right now, the hottest talent in WWE is Kevin Owens. You know, Brock Lesnar, of course, is the attraction, but the main guy to watch in WWE right now is Kevin Owens. So it needs to be his moment. It needs to be his match. I'll get into who I think will win tomorrow in my preview, but it's kind of easy to see who I want to win if you've been watching my videos. Fatal 4-way will come eventually, maybe at SummerSlam. You never know. I really hope the Bellas doesn't get anywhere near the Divas title after they lose it. The NXT women are here. Yeah, I agree, man. I hope she doesn't. Nikki or Brie. Even Alicia Fox to a certain extent. I like her a lot more, but we got NXT Divas now, so get back to the back of the line. You can have Total Divas. Go do your thing, because no one cares. Anyways, fuck Nikki Bella. She's garbage. I agree. If I see, well, I don't think she's garbage. Her character sucks, but I don't like her. Not a particular fan. If I see one more King Barrett versus R-Truth match, I'm going to vomit. Prepare to vomit because it's happening again at Battleground. Don't watch the pre-show. NXT is losing a lot of talent, man. Well, that's going to happen. You know, NXT is the place to create new talent. It's the place to breed and grow upcoming stars for the main roster. So, of course, they're going to come up. That's what's going to happen, you know. Now, I do agree they're bringing them up a little too fast. You know, I kind of feel like, man, they are just depleting the hell out of the NXT roster right now because they're just bringing them up to the main roster. But, hell, man, what will you do? What can you do? Honestly, I think some people on the main roster should go down to NXT, like Curtis Axel and Damian Sandow. Send them both down to NXT because they're not doing anything. They're not. And they could be awesome talent at NXT, so might as well send them down there and revitalize their career like they did with Tyson Kidd. Power of positivity. POP, holding it down. I like that. That's pretty cool. A few more. few more. Alyx, man, sounded like New Day with all this positivity. Yeah. New Day rocks. New Day rocks. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna do that. Before long, I'll probably start saying, "Oh, YouTubers, don't you dare be sour. Clap for the positivity and feel the power." I've been wanting to do that for a while, especially with this new microphone. One more, and then we'll get to the rest of the show. This was great for the Divas division. Now we can please get the belt off of Bella Slut and change back to the Women's Championship. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that, why don't we? All right, let's get to the rest of the show. So like I said, the United States Championship to me feels like it's become more important than the World Championship. Let me tell you why. First off, John Cena comes out, announces that he's going to have an open challenge. He looks like a legit champion, by the way. He's having great matches. We all know this. And, you know, he comes out, he's in the ring. And then we have Rusev come out with Summer Rae. You know, he addressed his storyline with Ziggler and Lana, excuse me. And they're not here. They weren't here tonight, which is good. You know, keep them away for a little bit. Then bring them back as a fresh kind of commodity. We'll see what happens with that. But Rusev, you know, talks about how, you know, he still hates America and, you know, he's going to take the championship away from Cena and be the greatest U.S. champion again that he was before. And then Kevin Owens comes out, interrupts him, and then he talks about how I need to beat you, Cena. And then Cesaro comes out, and he talks about I deserve a rematch because I came really close to beating you. And then we have a triple threat match with all three opponents. What did we establish here? We just established that people want the U.S. Championship more than the World Championship. Who's going after the World Championship right now besides Brock Lesnar? Nobody. Nobody is going after the World Championship. Nobody cares. Nobody wants it. Nobody wants that damn championship. But more people want the United States Championship than they want the World Championship. What does that say? It says the U.S. Championship is more important. Booking-wise, it's not really, but booking-wise is what they're telling us. But triple threat match. The winner fights John Cena afterwards. Rusev, Kevin Owens, Cesaro. Very good match. Really good match. This match was all out badass. It was just great. All three showcased some awesome stuff. We got a swinging Saito suplex by Rusev. That was really cool. We got a corkscrew dive off the top from, not off the top, but over the top rope by Cesaro. You know, one of those cruiserweight dives that people usually see them do. Well, Cesaro just pulled a freaking Lucha Underground, guys. It was really awesome. And he did a stalling vertical suplex with Rusev. This guy is strong. He is ridiculously strong. And then, of course, Owens was awesome. Did a backflip splash and a springboard DDT. Tornado DDT, actually. Man, it was great. It was all out awesomeness. And then Kevin Owens walks away. He says, you know what? Screw you. I don't need this. I am fighting Cena at Battleground anyways. I'll just be patient. Which is fine. You know, he doesn't need it. He's going to fight Cena anyways at Battleground. So he doesn't really need the championship tonight. So it then goes down to Cesaro and Rusev. And let me tell you, the match got even better. It got better. It didn't get worse. It got better. Rusev held his own against Cesaro, man. And both men had a great match. Man, you know what? We need to just start letting these guys go out there and freaking wrestle. Instead of doing all this corporate BS and just terrible storylines and whatever, which they can't do very well, just go out there and fucking wrestle. You know, these guys went out there and just tore it up, man. It was great. Man, oh, wow, people get over because of wrestling. What a concept in the world of wrestling. You know, Cesaro had a nasty spiel. It's like, how do I put this? Rusev was on the top rope with Cesaro. It looked like he was going for a superplex. But then they went out to the outside, and I think he suplexed Cesaro on the apron, and it looked nasty. Like the trainers went over to Cesaro to see if he was okay. But yeah, it was nasty. It almost looked like he hurt himself. But man, just a lot of craziness. I mean, Cesaro got a nice leaping drop kick on Rusev while he was on the top rope. He got major height off of that. And then he did some crazy ass suicide dive that was crazy. And then of course the uppercuts. We need an Uppercut City t-shirt. Just make an Uppercut City t-shirt and swinging t-shirt, giant swing t-shirt. Man, this guy is just awesome, man. The fans are loving Cesaro, and I'm happy they're showcasing him strong. Keep this up. By the way, Rusev beat Cesaro with a super kick. Great match. I'm happy he didn't beat him with the accolade. He beat him with a super kick, a different move. Awesome. Great fight. Cesaro looked great. Rusev looked great. Cena was good on commentary as well. Commentary tonight wasn't all that bad. I think they eased off on them just a little bit, just a tad bit. So commentary actually gets to be them, and it was actually pretty okay. It wasn't all that terrible. But great match. And then we have Rusev versus John Cena back to back to back. Now, let me say this. Rusev hasn't been booked very well by WWE over the last few months. I am someone that has said that Rusev was buried by John Cena in his feud. Well, more by WWE in the feud with John Cena. John Cena didn't bury him. WWE buried Rusev with John Cena. Let's say it that way. I wasn't very happy with how he was booked over the last few months. But I will say how he was booked tonight gave me a little bit more hope with his future because he looked great. In this match with John Cena, Rusev was worn out. He was tired. He was sweating. And he sold it. I believed it. It looked like Rusev was done. He was spent. And he was wobbling. He couldn't stand. John Cena would, suplex him, and he couldn't get up. Took him a long time to get up. And you know what, man? It's really gotten me to think that, sometimes, even though the WWE will mistreat talent and use them wrong and just completely treat them like crap and just do wrong things with them. I'm repeating myself, excuse me. Talents like Rusev show me that sometimes they can recover from bad booking. And Rusev, I think, is doing a hell of a job doing that. Now, the dynamics of this match was kind of weird because John Cena was the guy beating up Rusev, toying with him, jumping around, talking about, it's too easy. It's too easy. Too easy. It made Rusev come across as a babyface, gave him some sympathy, and it made John Cena look like a heel, which is typical with the John Cena match nowadays. But it just felt weird. It was a weird dynamic, especially for Rusev, who's anti-American. That's why it was weird. It's not like it's Kevin Owens versus John Cena, where it feels cool to chant and cheer and support for Kevin Owens and boo John Cena. No, it felt like I was supporting an anti-American, which is why it was weird. Very off dynamic, but it made Rusev look strong regardless. At the end of the match, Rusev manages to lock in the accolade because John Cena got cocky. He really did. He got real cocky. Like, man, I'm going to end this match. Time for the attitude adjustment. And then he freaking falls down and he gets locked in the accolade by Rusev. And it looked like he was going to attack. I think Kevin Owens comes out, beats up Rusev, powerbombs him, and tells John Cena, nobody beats you but me. Nobody. It's great stuff. Loved it. That entire sequence of segments. Rusev, Owens, Cesaro, Rusev, Rusev, John Cena, and Owens at the end. Fantastic. Just great stuff overall, man. Just fun to watch. Made Raw definitely a good show to watch. Then we got Tough Enough competitors. Lita's still hot. Lita came out, by the way. Not going to watch it. Don't care. Tough Enough means nothing. It means nothing. Seriously. Didn't know anybody, by the way. And then we got Neville versus Stardust. I recently made a video about why I feel it's stupid to bring Cody Rhodes back as Stardust. Now, Cody Rhodes tweeted during Raw that his father told him to finish what he started. Finish what he started. So, I don't know what that means. I think what's going to happen is, and this is just me speculating, I don't know if it's going to actually happen, but I think the WWE is going to eventually turn Stardust back to Cody Rhodes. But they're going to do it storyline-wise, because we have a picture with Cody Rhodes wearing the Stardust gear, but in front of him is a picture of his dad's boots and his boots. So I think eventually he will go back to Cody Rhodes, but they're going to transition into it through storyline, because they did address him as Cody. They did address his father. They did address, you know, him leaving Cody Rhodes and starting to be Stardust, becoming Stardust, because, you know, he can't live that life anymore. He doesn't want to live that life. So, you know, man, I hope eventually he does go back to Cody Rhodes. He needs to go back to Cody Rhodes. All right. He can't stay as Stardust for the rest of his life. That's not who he is. That's not who he should be. Cody Rhodes is who he is. You know. Match was all right. Neville lost. He lost to a cheap pin, but he lost regardless. What is up with Neville going on a losing streak? You notice that, right? Neville is going on a losing streak. I don't know why. He just is. Like, what's going on here? Why aren't they using him more? They made him look absolutely awesome against John Cena and Ziggler, like, months ago. And others, too. He's having great matches. He's beating people. He's looking great. Now he's just whatever. Like, what the hell is going on here? I hope they don't make that a habit. Neville needs to be used better. Definitely. But yeah, and we get what pissed me off. Here we go. Set up first. Set up the rant. So, Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, contract signing. Okay. Heyman comes out with Lesnar. Rollins comes out with Kane. Okay. Heyman tells Rollins he will get a beating of a lifetime. Okay. Rollins and Lesnar sign the contract. Great. Then Lesnar flips over the table, reveals a weapon attached to the table. Okay, you know, pulls it out, places it on the table, and tells Rollins, all right, do something, bitch. Pick it up. Pick it up. Go ahead, use it. I love that. Lesnar is just like, oh, you want to use a weapon against me? Here. There it is. Pick it up. Let's go. Come on. I'm waiting. Go ahead and get it. And then Rollins gets the weapon. He's all like, see? Now hold it real tight. Hold it real tight. You got it? You ready? You ready? And he flips that table over and kicks his ass. And that's awesome. I just love that. And then Kane proceeds to beat up Lesnar. Kane. Corporate Kane got offense on Lesnar. What the hell? Undertaker's baby brother bitch, Kane, beat up freaking Lesnar. Okay. It was a small beatdown. I'm not going to make a big deal about it. Lesnar eventually comes back and beats him up and breaks his freaking leg with a steel step. And Rollins just runs like a little bitch. Like, seriously, Rollins he didn't grab the belt, but he hightails it out of the ring into the crowd. And he watches like, no, don't take out Kane. No. Watches as Kane gets his ass kicked. And then Lesnar proceeds to just grab the belt, raise it high, and drop it and walk away. Okay. Then Seth Rollins gets back inside the ring. Here we go. Picks up the microphone. Then all of a sudden decides to grow some fucking balls. Now he's all like, you know what? I might be alone. You know what? I'm sick and tired of people telling me that you are the beast and that you can't be conquered. I can conquer you. I'm not afraid of you, Brock Lesnar. I will prove that the monster can be slayed. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Wait a minute. Your cowardly ass was just in the crowd. Last week, you ran like a little bitch from Lesnar. The week before that, you couldn't do anything without help. Now, just before that, you were kissing ass to get help. So now, all of a sudden, you want to be Mr. Tuffy? Like, oh, you know what? I'm not scared of you, Brock Lesnar. How the hell does this make sense? How does it make sense? You know, was this their way of rectifying Seth Rollins? Did they just completely just say, you know what? The booking sucks. Let's just have Seth Rollins be tough all of a sudden. That makes no sense. That's not how you book a character. Seriously, whoever booked Seth Rollins over the last month or so, fire him. Fire him. Because this is stupid. You have completely bastardized Seth Rollins' character. You made him look like an idiot. You made him look incompetent. And now you make him just look like something's wrong with him. I don't know. I have gotten so tired and just so turned off from Seth Rollins as a TV character that it's almost like, you know what? If he loses to Lesnar, I won't care. As a matter of fact, Lesnar as world champion right now would be an improvement for that championship. It's that bad. Like I said, guys, the world championship doesn't mean anything because they have booked Seth Rollins like a little bitch. Like a little bitch. And now all of a sudden, okay, I'm not scared of you. What did you just do? You just come off like you're trying to convince yourself. I'm just like, clearly you are. A month of TV shows me that you're clearly scared of him. Because if you wasn't scared of him, if WWE wanted to create the idea that Seth Rollins wasn't scared of Brock Lesnar, here's what the hell they should have done. First week after Money in the Bank, after he beat Dean Ambrose without help, fair and square, comes out, you know, Lesnar is announced his opponent. That is where he should have cut this promo. That is where he should have said, you know what, I'm not scared of you. And then every single week, Brock Lesnar shows up, he gets his ass kicked. It's going to happen. He just gets his ass kicked. But you know what? He comes back the next week. He comes back the next week and he tells the world, you know what? Good. I'm still here, bitch. I'm still waiting for you. I'm still not scared of you. I'm still going to fight you. Still going to beat you. Still going to be champion. I ain't scared of you, Lesnar. You might break my arm. You might freaking break my leg, but I will beat you regardless. That's how you do it, man. If you wanted to create that with Seth Rollins, that is how you should have done it. Not this whole, oh, I'm a cowardly chicken shit heel for a month, and then all of a sudden the week before, I'm not scared of you. What were they trying to do here? Was the storyline like, okay, I'm not going to realize how tough I can be unless I lose everything? But that doesn't make any sense because last month with Dean Ambrose, you got rid of everybody and said you didn't need them. And then you needed them again, and then you just went back to not needing them. That is exactly the way you ruin characters. Stupid. It's dumb. At this point in time, you know what? Lesnar should beat him. Just take the championship away from him. Just take it away from him. Because he's done. Rollins is done. Okay? As champion, I don't see how he can be a legit champion now. He's done. Like, how is he going to beat? How can I honestly believe he's going to beat Lesnar fair and square at Battleground? It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Unless he has help, which I'm probably pretty sure is going to happen. He's going to get help if he does beat Lesnar. It's so stupid. Oh my God. It didn't ruin the enjoyment of the show for me. It just really it just makes no sense at all. And then we have Rollins standing up to Kane while he's beat down, talking about, I never needed you, Kane. You're a piece of crap. And then steps on Kane's legs, beats him up and stuff, and then walks away with the championship. I'm like, oh yeah, you're a tough guy now. Yeah, you're a tough guy now. You just, stupid. People need to learn how to book shit in WWE more. You know, that's just it, man. I'm good. Still a good show. You know, I'm gonna give it a B. This was a B show. I felt like it was good watching. I can watch it again and not be as pissed off. I just feel like that Seth Rollins, the way Seth Rollins has been booked, period, these last few weeks have been terrible. You know, I won't say I have never, but it's sad to see someone as good as Seth Rollins just go through this wacky, terrible booking that he's gone through. You have completely just bastardized his character. Like, he should be the architect. You know, he should be the guy that is not scared of fighting people. You know, he might not beat them physically, but he'll beat them with his mind. You know, now they turn him into a chicken shit, cowardly heel that needs mommy and daddy Triple H and Stephanie McMahon to do his job, and I don't want to see that. This is whatever. All right, but overall, still a good show. Let me read your thoughts about the show one last time, and then I'm gonna get out of here. I wonder how many people I pissed off with my rant. Did I piss anybody off with my rants? I hope not. Because I think most of you actually enjoy my rants. I'm going to assume you guys enjoy my rants. Let's see here. Do you think Becky Lynch is on the main roster because Bayley's hurt? No, I think she was going to come up eventually. I think Bayley was also supposed to come up. But, you know, she's hurt. But she'll come up eventually. Eventually. Just, you know, give it some time. Wait till she heals up and she gets that NXT Divas Championship, NXT Women's Championship. I could honestly care less about the feud between Lesnar and Rollins. I care more about the Divas division and the U.S. Championship. Wow. Are we there now? Has the Divas division got to a point where it matters more than the freaking World Championship? Wow. Wow. Are we saying that now? Jesus, man. But like he said, what's your name? B-Run? B-Run. He's pretty much saying that, you know, that's what WWE has done. They have made me not care about the World Championship. Gotcha. Could Mass Kane cost Rollins a match? No, he won't cost Rollins a match, but I do think he should go back to Mass Kane one last time before he retires. Kane should be off TV very soon because I'm just kind of sick of seeing him as corporate Kane. I want to see him go back to being the monster one more time and then call it a day. That's about it. The United States Championship is important out of nowhere because Cena is the champion. Let me read what else you said. Cena is still the driving focus of WWE, while Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar feud with the World Championship is playing second fiddle. WWE is still depending on Cena. Shake my head. The time for the future is now, and Vince is struggling to understand that. I agree with you. And that is sad that it's like they don't care about anything unless Cena is involved. And it shouldn't be that way. It really, really shouldn't. Hell yeah, I want you to make a New Day intro to your channel. If you don't, I will for you. Feel the power. I could. Don't make me. I will open up my live reviews, standing to the side. Oh, YouTubers, don't you dare be sour. I'll do it. Seth Rollins' booking is inconsistent. It is. I agree. The main event for Battleground is predictable. Seth Rollins retains. Probably. I kind of hope not with the way things are going. Hashtag bring back Cody Rhodes. Yes. Please. Please. This is a long one. Oh, these ones are long. I don't think I can read yours, man. Okay, I'll read a little bit of it because it is a good comment. I miss seeing wrestlers sticking to their style and not crossing over to others, and most frequently, the high-flying styles. We need legit powerhouses, legit brawlers, legit technicians. I know some expectations. I can't read. I went to college. I know some exceptions, like the Undertaker dive over the top rope happened, but not almost everybody crosses over like nowadays. While it can be awesome at times when it should be rare, it gets old quickly if done all the time and makes the product a bit bland. Yeah, you know, it's good to have different styles and different varieties of wrestling matches, you know, and that's what makes it very interesting. It's this guy with this style and this moveset that nobody else can do versus this guy with this style and moveset that nobody else can do. And that's what makes matches awesome. When you have people who can do pretty much the same moves colliding, it's not all that interesting. So I agree with that. I must say, way too many people have super kicks. Owens, Ziggler, Rusev. Yeah, you're right. Paige, Naomi, Tamina. Before long, John Cena would start doing a super kick. Oh, God. I can't believe I just said that. No. Whoever is watching me from WWE, don't you do it. Cena doesn't need a super kick. No. Cross chop, no. But the X-Man, Lesnar will kill anyone that comes after the World Championship. Then why even go after him? I mean, they gotta step up to him somehow. I'm not mocking you, by the way. Oh shoot, did that come across as me mocking you? I hope not. I just did my. I wasn't mocking you, I swear. The WWE mid-card is leaps and bounds better than the World Championship. Wow! So you guys agree? You guys agree that the World Championship is less important than the mid-card right now? Wow. That's crazy. Man, I feel like Cesaro and Owen should have their own rivalry. That should be good. That should be a really good rivalry. All right, one more. Let me get one more big comment. Oh, here's one. I am sick of John Cena flying around and doing the stunner. He looks like a complete goof. Who are you telling? That stunner is crap. Cena doing the springboard stunner is perhaps... It looked cool at first, and then he just kept botching it more and more and more and more and more. That's a move I would just sell and just never get back. Just get rid of it. Get rid of the stunner. It looks crap. Just stick to whatever you was doing, varying up your style a little bit. Keep doing other stuff. You know, try more moves, but get rid of the stunner. It's crap. I hate it. I really do. Yeah, guys, that is going to be my review, actually. No, I am not going to make the New Day my intro, because if I do it, you're going to hate me and I lose subscribers, guys. Stop asking me. Gosh. No, but yeah, guys, NXT female wrestlers were the highlight tonight. That, to me, was the highlight. Just a lot of good things coming from the show. Tomorrow evening, be there for my Battleground preview. It will also be live. So, with that said, guys, this is your boy, Deluxe Man, signing off from a good show tonight on Raw. Your boy, Deluxe Man, out. Peace.